Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olson, the Tolkien professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who just noticed something that he hadn't really noticed before, which is that here at Tordag's camp, there seems to be a grown-up fire and then a baby fire right next to it. Is that like the kids' table at Thanksgiving? Are like, if any of the surviving warriors, you know, of the tower, if they're very bad, do they have to go over to the little fire? It's just really cute. I'm trying to figure that out. But anyway, hey everybody. So, are you ready? Is it turtle time? Because I think it's turtle time. Right? That was the plan, right? Plan was to, because Fastitocalan, right? Yeah, defeat the Fastitocalan is exactly what needs to happen. So, I'm headed to, I guess I'm gonna need some help, I think. So, let's meet up at Fenmarch. Shall we meet up at Fenmarch? I say, let's meet up at Fenmarch. Okay, so I will go to Fenmarch, which is a shame because there's no stable master, which, you know, surprises me a little bit, actually, that there should be no stable master here. I mean, remember when there was that brave stable master who was, like, stayed in Middlemead? Right? You know, like, Middlemead is completely abandoned and destroyed, but the stable master is still at her post, right? And, you know, there was that stable master, like, among the refugees in the cold, you know, up there in Wildermore and stuff. But here, no stable master. They can't be bothered, I guess. But that's okay. That's okay. We understand. So I'm gonna head back in here. Oh dear. Who set a fire? That doesn't look good. Okay, oh, these are the burned out suburbs now. Okay, no problems. Okay, hey Fingin, welcome. Okay, so let's see. I'm headed to Fenmarch. Let's see if Carry-On can make it through town. Whoa, there we are. Okay.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
By way of Aldberg. There we go. Aldberg. Excellent. Okay. So, let's see. Hologrove, actually, could you handle the fellowship? Is that possible? I know that you were keen to be involved, so if we could get, if you could make up the fellowship. I suppose if we have an overpowered enough fellowship, I mean, this is only, what is this? What even is this quest? Where is it? A Broadacres quest? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's a level 90, right? It's a level 90 raid. So yeah, Fenmarch. Excellent. Let's go.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Down to Fenmarch. Thank you, Hologro. Oh, you soloed the turtle last week? Okay, so that shouldn't be too big of an obstacle then. Alright, so I guess we can just kind of meet near the stable master, you know, because it's on higher ground in Fenmarch. Alright. Here we go. It's going to be fun. Okay, so what we can do is we can make a detailed strategical plan which involves Okay, so we're going to go in. We're going to find the turtle. When we find the turtle, I'm going to look around a lot while you guys fight it. That's the plan. Okay? It's like division of labor, really. All right. Excellent. Arda, the crosser of roads. Very good. Very good. Okay. Looks like we've got a... What do we got? We've got a hunter, 2 minstrels, and a guardian. Okay, we've got a guardian there as well. Oh, 3 minstrels. Hey, the more minstrels, the better, I say. But it looks like we've got, 5 people above 120, so that should probably be plenty, I would think. Oh, you're at the turtle now. Very good. So we can just follow the... That's perfect, Hologro. Perfect. Okay. All right. So, yeah. I'm gonna regular horse. Okay. All right. Let us go find Fastitocalan. Hey, and then let's read the poem. Right? Let's read the poem. I have the poem right here. I got the poem special. Because that's, what really matters here. The poem has an interesting history, too. Whoops. Oh dear. Lost the horse. Didn't think that was that deep. Hang on. About to get my horse back. Okay. What was it? Oh yeah, the poem. So did you know that the Fastitocalan poem is from the same set of poems as the Oliphant poem? Also, did you know that the Fastitocalan poem was not originally about a turtle at all, but actually about a whale? True. Clearly about a whale originally. Okay, so hang on, let's see, are we getting close? Ooh, we're getting close, here we go. Coming through the fens just as we did before. Oh, there's a giant pig, but that's okay, we don't mind. And... okay. So you just wander through the marsh, and out here in the marsh among the slugs and the boars and the swans, look, a black swan and a white swan flying in unison. Out here, we have a giant. Wait, did I miss you, Hogro? No. Where'd you go? Your dot, it vanished. Oh, hi! But the turtle didn't. Yikes. Okay. Whoa. All right. So I think we're here. Look, there is Fastitocalan. That's actually literally the first line of the poem. Look, there is Fastitocalan, an island good to land upon. Doesn't look so much like an island so much as a promontory here in this circumstance. Wow. Okay, hang on. I'm going to dismount, and I'm going to... Okay, so it's only got 4 million morale points. If I get too close, it's going to start wailing on me, though, probably, right? Is that a shrew just wandering around through the water at its feet? First of all, I didn't even see any other shrews around here. Secondly, wow. Okay. So it's tall, for one thing. So I guess, they have to make the turtles tall enough to, walk around and, attack and stuff. That's a very large turtle. I think, there are circumstances under which if Fastitocalan there were sitting down in the water, I might, you know, mistake it for an island. I think it's a little small, though, in the end. I think it's a little small. I don't know. What is the size, do you think, compared to... Oop, there we go. She found me, I believe. Yep, okay. Probably best to attack. Gryfflet is about to perish, I suspect. Hang on. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, no problem. I can hide from giant tortoises. Okay. So I think we can go ahead. I'm actually surprised that she took this long to find me. Oh, hang on. Found me again. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and attack her now. Meanwhile, I shall be silent, hobbit silent over here. Okay, so while you guys fight the gigantic turtle, I'll read the poem. Okay. Here's the poem. Look, there is Fastitocalan, an island good to land upon, although 'tis rather bare. Come, leave the sea, and let us run, or dance, or lie down in the sun. See, gulls are sitting there. Beware, gulls do not sink. There they may sit, or strut and prink, or their part it is to tip the wink, if anyone should dare upon that isle to settle, or only for a while to get relief from sickness. Yes, upon the isle to settle, or only for a while to get relief from sickness or the wet, or maybe boil a kettle. Ah, foolish folk who land on him, and little fires proceed to trim, and hope perhaps for tea. It may be that his shell is thick, he seems to sleep, but he is quick, and floats now in the sea with guile. And when he hears their tapping feet, or faintly feels the sudden heat, with smile he dives, and promptly turning upside down, he tips them off, and deep they drown, and lose their silly lives, to their surprise. Be wise. There are many monsters in the sea, but none so perilous as he, old horny Fastitocalan, whose mighty kindred all have gone, the last of the old turtle-fish. So if to save your life you wish, then I advise, pay heed to sailors' ancient lore, set foot on no uncharted shore, or better still, your days at peace in Middle-earth, in mirth fulfill. All right. That is the poem. Oh man, this like boar is mixing it up in there. You guys are doing great. Good old Fastitocalan here. Hang on a second. I'm going to help. Look out. Oh yeah, I just totally threw a knife at him. Take that, Fastitocalan. Oh yeah. Oh, I bet you didn't like that, did you? Defeated the Fastitocalan. Very good. Woohoo! Excellent. Strong work. Strong work. Right. The willows keep getting in my way here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That was excellent. That was excellent. Okay, so I was hoping for more of a lair, I have to admit, instead of her. In fact, she's probably going to regen fairly quickly, right? I'm guessing, right? All right. Well, that was cool. I'm just delighted that they included Fastitocalan, and it's kind of fun, right? Because like, you know, Fastitocalan is not technically in the included texts, but hey, that is okay. All right. Yeah, we better warm ourselves up after fighting here in the marsh. That was a great idea. Yeah. So more about Fastitocalan. Actually, I should probably head back up, because then I can talk more about Fastitocalan while I do the thing. While I go and do my next quest. Thank you guys. That was awesome. I appreciate it. Where did I leave my Oldberg, huh? Okay. I guess I might as well do it. All right. So, yeah, hang on a second. I lost my chat there. There it is. Okay. Yes, it's true that a lair for something that size would be the size of the glittering caves. Yeah, I didn't necessarily mean a cave. Like just a place, you know. There to be, like, her not to be just wandering in a random piece of swamp was the main thing that I was kind of hoping for there. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to grudge. I'm not going to grumble, right? Because, you know, it's, far, oh, there we go, Stoke. There we go. Far be it for me to grumble about the existence of Fastitocalan in the game. More about Fastitocalan. So Fastitocalan, it's actually a really interesting kind of evolution, right? That starts with the original Fastitocalan poem and ends up with that gigantic tortoise in a swamp, standing there in a swamp there near the Fen March. And the way it sort of went is this. So you'll notice that the poem, as I just read it to you, is a silly poem. Like, it's deliberately a silly poem. This is in no way a serious poem. It's a completely tongue-in-cheek poem. And it sounds even like a children's poem, almost. So this is one of a whole bunch of poems that Tolkien wrote in the 1920s. Now, in the 1920s, he wrote a lot of silly poetry. Funny poems were one of the main trends of the 1920s for Tolkien in Tolkien's writing career. Also non-funny poems, as he was also writing the alliterative lay of the children of Huorn and the lay of Lathian during that time as well. But in addition, or maybe to blow off steam while busily writing the alliterative lay of the children of Huorn, he was also writing funny poems. Now, yeah, Autoflagellator, Goblin Feet. Goblin Feet was earlier. Goblin Feet is from it was like 1914 or something like that he wrote it. 1913, 14, in that area. So that was even earlier. That's from like his earlier period of fairy poetry. Like little fairy poetry. You know, poems like Goblin Feet and Tin Fang Warble, and also things like the what do you call it? The Cortirion Among the Trees, which is a much more serious poem than Goblin Feet. Even Goblin Feet is more serious in its own way, right? Goblin Feet is a funny little poem, but it is at least like about. It's like a sort of a whimsical poem about a kind of serious thing. I guess Fastitocalan was also about a serious thing in that it was about people dying. Okay, so... But in the 20s, this is when he wrote the Oliphant poem, he wrote Fastitocalan, he wrote both of the Man of the Moon poems. So there's the Man of the Moon Stayed Up Too Late, which is the Prancing Pony poem, and the companion piece, The Man in the Moon Came Down Too Soon. And he wrote, what else did he write? The Tom Bombadil. Well, that was in the 30s, actually, early 30s, I think. But anyway, so he wrote a bunch of short, funny poems at this time. And so there was this set of 4 poems that he wrote. Okay, well, I'm supposed to be defeating enemies and scouting the gate, right? As if I hadn't done that already. So thank you guys, by the way. I thank you again for your help in fighting Fastitocalan. I certainly couldn't have done it without you. When we get up into when I get to the other places, so that is, yeah, up there and the Stone Deans, and then down towards Helm's Deep. I'll wait till I get to those organically, and then I'll call together the posse again. Yeah, thank you, Phil. Sam's Stone Troll poem. That's the one that was eluding my memory. Yes, Pero and Podex, or the Root of the Boot, was originally written during that same time period of frivolous poetry as well. Okay, so what I was saying was he wrote this set of 4 poems, which he called The Freaks of Physiologus. That is, they are The Freaks of Physiologus. And these are fake bestiary poems. They are make-believe bestiary poems. So bestiaries were, it was a genre, it was a medieval genre, where they would do, let's see here, okay, there we go, that's it, just gotta go to the gates, okay, fine, now I just gotta kill 12 things. I'm gonna choose particularly isolated ones. So, yeah, so bestiaries, they would go through and they would, like, you know, describe all different kinds of animals and stuff. And none of these 4 poems were originally Middle-earth related at all. At all. Neither the Oliphant poem, which was originally called Yumbo or Ye Elephant. That is, like, it was a... Oh dear, hang on a second. I got more quests popping up here. Dunlendings are holding several inhabitants captive. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, happy to do it. And wooden barricades that might be destroyed. Sure. Yeah, okay. I gotta go back to the gates for that, apparently. I'm gonna have to kill those particular fellows, it looks like. Okay, so, oh, that's what all the torches are lying about for. Okay. Great. So yeah, Jumbo or Ye Elephant is what the first one was called. The one which was eventually sort of incorporated. I say sort of incorporated into the Lord of the Rings because the Oliphant poem that Sam recites is really quite different. Really very different from the original Yumbo or Ye Elephant poem, which is, for my money, one of the funniest things Tolkien ever wrote in his entire life. I find the Jumbo Elephant poem hilarious, and I had never read it until just a few years ago because it was never released. So the 4 original Freaks of Physiologus were not available. Like, they had been originally published in, like, super obscure periodical, you know, magazines, like local magazines, and were not ever published. I mean, like, for real, like on the internet and stuff, or in books until lately. So it was only when Hammond and Skull came out with their annotated Adventures of Tom Bombadil just a couple years back, like 2015, 2016, something like that, that finally the several of these poems, there were, oh man, that was, I know that a lot of people, like, got really excited about, like, the Baron Luthien publication and, you know, the Fall of Gondolin publication, and it's not that those weren't really cool, because they really were very cool, but I was more excited about the new Adventures in Tom Bombadil collection of like 2015, 2016 than I have been of anything, any Tolkien thing that was published since the Fall of Arthur, basically. Because that was really something. There we got access to original Tolkien texts that had never ever been published before. Is this dude trying to sneak up on me? As if, dude. Yeah, you gotta get up pretty early in the morning. I'll try to play a player. Cuniguth, run! They dressed like stags and falcons. Thanks for the observation. You learn from some of the captives there are ambassadors from each of the major Dunlending clans and the half-orcs of Isengard. You should defeat the ambassadors. Okay. Oh man, I'm getting all the quests now. Alright. I'll do that. Now, so yeah, oh man, because not only did we get the original of Fastitocalan and the original of the Oliphant poem, but we also got... Can I free you before he hits me? Yes, I can. Haha. Uh-oh. Markings of the Dragon and Ox clan were here. Okay, great. Yeah, so but yeah, we also got oh man, so many things that like we'd never ever seen before, like the original of Perry the Winkle. Oh my goodness, I had so long wanted to see the original of Perry the Winkle, because it's yeah, the original of Perry the Winkle. It's Perry the Winkle from the Adventures of Tom Bombadil poetry collection is so obviously a retread. Like, you know, he's made it relevant to the Shire and stuff that I was like, what is the original? And oh man, it's part of yeah, you take that. It's part. It turned out to be part of the Bimbletown series. Bimbletown series being another set of poems he wrote in the 20s. Anyway, I'm wondering. I mean, more than usual, I'm wondering. Let me get back to the Freaks of Physiologus. So he wrote these funny animal poems, right? All of them not only... good grief, they're like... all these named people. I'm supposed to kill 12 folks, and they're like 12 named folks I'm supposed to kill. Let me get the the barricades out of the way since I'm here. Okay, so Fastitocalan. Let me get back to Fastitocalan. So originally, when Tolkien wrote, you knocked me back. That's really rude. What is happening here? Is there a reason? Who and what is hitting me back, and why do I keep like losing ground here? I mean, seriously, what's up with that? Oh, did I accidentally hit the target button? I thought I disabled that. Whoa! Little accidental self-immolation there. Didn't plan that. Okay, so... okay, maybe this wasn't like the perfect set of quests to try to like do a long lecture on Fastitocalan while I did them. Okay. I'm so focused now. I've got to free 3 more people, and I've got to kill 5 others. Okay. That I can do. Oh, right. There's a person to free. I'm freeing the children of the town. Wait, who's unguarded, huh? Okay. So, in the original of Fastitocalan, as I say, it was not a turtle, it was a whale. And there's a good reason why he was writing a whale. So he was actually invoking a very common medieval tradition by his poem. So the poem, as you heard when I read it, was seriously? The poem, as you heard it when I read it, is about a sea monster, first of all, not a swamp monster, a sea monster, who is so huge that creatures like, sailors are tempted to land upon him. And then when they land upon him and they start fires and they think that everything is fine until they are suddenly dumped into the ocean when it goes down. Now, this is a popular figure from medieval bestiaries. The figure from the figure of the whales. And in fact, it was used as a very common allegory for Satan, actually. Satan was connected to this tradition, which, by the way, Milton seems to be aware of, too, when he depicts Satan kind of like lying on the surface of the dark fires, like the fiery lake down there in hell in the beginning of Paradise Lost. But anyhow, so like the Satan is like, this huge whale that lurks at the surface of the water and tempts you into thinking it is secure land, right? It's so big that you think it's an island, right? So you land there and you get off your boat and you wander around and you even start a little fire, right? Camp out for the night, and then boom, it goes down and it brings you down with it, right? It is a lure. It is a cheat. It is destruction awaiting you. Now, he treated that theme rather whimsically in the original poem, quite whimsically. But that's the concept, the idea that he was getting at. Is there a captive or somebody up here? I don't see anything on my mini map, and yet on the maxi map, it suggested that there's something right over here. Is this a named dude? Yes, it is. It's Urig. Very good. Okay, so let's see. All right, Urig, you have no hope. None at all. Especially because Gryfflet just had a snack. Yeah. So you can start composing your own epitaph, my friend. Okay, there we go. We defeated Urig. Huh. Who was he fighting over there? He turned around and started fighting over there. Okay. Fine. Why does it keep clicking on me? Why is that even happening? I don't understand. Okay, it's fine. Whoa, where am I? Oh, wow, way over by Osserley. Okay. This will allow me to gather my thoughts in my exceptionally disjointed lecture about Fastitocalan. So when Tolkien was doing, so in the 1960s, in the early 60s, Tolkien was largely to please his Aunt Neve. He was gathering together, at least she was the impetus of it. Oh, come on, would you please stop being vexing? Just attempt to stop being vexing. If you would, I'd appreciate it. I'm trying to tell him about Fastitocalan. I've been trying for like hours already. There we go. Great. Now put your hat on, Gryfflet. If you put your hat on in the first place, we wouldn't have had this problem. So, when in the early 60s, he was inspired by his Aunt Neve to do a poetry collection, to publish a poetry collection. He gathered together a bunch of the poems that he had written much, much earlier in his life, including some of the fairy poetry. He did not include Goblin Feet, which by this point in his life he quite firmly hated, but he did include some of his early fairy poetry, like Princess Ni, and also the Cortirion Among the Trees. He didn't end up including Cortirion Among the Trees, but he rewrote it at this time in preparation for possibly including it. And also a whole bunch of his funny poems. So both of the Man and the Moon poems are there, and both of the Man and the Moon poems are there. He included Oliphant, though he included Oliphant as is, not the original version of it, and so Fastitocalan ends up making it in, but he changed it, and he changed it from being a whale to being, oh look, it's my last Rohirrim dude. He changed it from being a whale to being a turtle, which I think was a really interesting thing for him to have done. And I'm not 100% sure why he did it. Why did he change it to a giant turtle instead of a giant whale? And I'd have to go back. I need to go back and reread the whale version of the poem again. I haven't read it in a while, a couple years now. But anyway, it's really interesting stuff. Tolkien's project there, because of course he wasn't just republishing things. He was also he wasn't just republishing things. He was also recontextualizing everything, right? This was like his big attempt to... I was trying to see if I could draw him without drawing the other guy and his dog, but I guess I couldn't. Yeah. You can do this, Gryfflet. I believe in you. These guys are rather tough. Stop shooting me. That's just being annoying. Yeah, come over here and try it. Haha. Gotcha. Okay. What other skills I should be using? See, here's the thing. My goal is to... So I'm looking at my skills here. Okay, I've got my Winter Celebration Pig skill. That's pretty much... yeah. Oh, yeah, I do have a hewing skill, though. So my goal is to simplify this as much as possible. The fighting business, right? Fighting things is a thing that you kind of have to do in Lotro, right? I don't really have much choice in that at the end of the day. But I like to think as little as possible, to engage in as little strategy as possible, because that leaves me freer to talk about stuff, which is my goal. Okay, just looking for named dudes. I think I've just got the named dudes left. Hey! Nice, here's a named dude sitting all by himself. How pleasant. All right. I mean, look, I'm proud of myself when I remember to stun folks. Even that is something I usually forget. Okay. So, oh man, this guy was a pushover. He should be embarrassed by that performance. All right. Now we've got... Oh, they're outside the camp? Oh, no, I hope they're not mounted. That would be annoying. Okay. Unless... Oh, yeah, no, they're not. They're just like the map thinks that this is outside of the town for some reason. All right. Neither of you are named, are you? Okay, no. Captain. No, I already set her free once. Oh, there he is. There he is. Can I get around here? Okay. I'm just going to take you out first, dude. Because you're an archer, and thus very annoying. Especially with that knockback thing that you do. Okay, now it is down to you, and it is down to me, Drewston. What? You were immune to... You, like, resisted my stunning? That's not okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. Take that. All right. One more. One more, and I think he's over this way. Is that him over there? Yes, it is. Okay. Great. No, I did not catch the news. Further adventures? Nope. I've heard nothing about any of that. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna wait for this dude to finish creeping through. Yeah. You patrol somewhere else, buddy. Alright, here it comes. Alright. There we go. Get outside your area of effect there. Okay. Oh, yeah. No problems. Good thing that wasn't annoying. Okay. All right. Woohoo. There we go. Now, where are we? That's it. We did them all. Hooray. All right. Wow. Okay. That was interesting. So they were ambassadors? Ambassadors is an interesting thing in context, right? Like, it's not like they were a diplomatic mission, you know, to Torsbury or something like that. But they were representatives of all these different clans. The ox and the deer. The falcon. Yeah, that is... so, this is where we're learning... This, and by which I mean Broadacres, is where we're learning about his command, that is Saruman's command of the Dunlendings. Dudsig, oh great. Hi Tordag, yeah, I hope you're telling Dudsig absolutely everything. You say that my town is well guarded against counter-assault? Let us hope then that your efforts to weaken the enemy's defenses there have been fruitful. Oh yeah. The numbers you speak of are great, but I am still of a mind to retake my town. Dudsig believes that with the aid of his people we can prevail. Oh no. Oh, I still have many stout warriors, and there are many able refugees among us. However, some of my folk and the refugees do not share my confidence. Go among my people, especially their leaders, and speak words of courage. Rally them to my cause. Can we talk about Dudsig first? I will force none to go to battle against such odds, but neither would I have them remain behind in fear and shame when there is no cause. Dudsig, I'm saving you for last.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Wilsig, what do you say? My people were driven from the Stone Deans by these raiders. Though many of us bear both Rohirrim and Dunlending blood, and many remain behind, siding with Dunland, we have chosen to be faithful to Theoden King. We shall fight. Okay. Sidnoth, what do you think? Thane Tordag is a brave and valiant warrior, however, not all of his people are. Nevertheless, we shall fight beside him, for these wild men have burned and pillaged our homes, and we would have our vengeance. Okay. Tidrick.
What business have you?
Thane Tordag is my lord, and I shall not abandon him, neither will my men. We are riders of the mark. We shall prevail against the wild men of Dunland and their half-orc allies, never fear. Okay, not really having to do much to talk folks into this. Except maybe Loverboy over here. I do not agree with my father and Dudsig. The risk is too great. We should retreat to Stoke and rally with Reeve Frithild. However, I will stand beside my father. Yeah, kind of agree with you. Rallying to the Thane would really be better, especially since this plan seems to be Dudsig's plan. Thane Tordag is a proud and able warrior. I have no doubt that this battle will go as I anticipated. Oh no. Oh, the equivocation. Uh-huh. I'm sure it will go as you anticipate. He needs not fear that my men and I shall be present during the counter-assault. Uh-huh. I'm sure you'll be present. But whose side will you be fighting on?
What brings you to these lands?
All is well then. Let us... Oh, yeah. Oh no. Come on. I hate it when they do this. I'm being railroaded into treason. It is well. Everything is perfectly well, man. My people and my allies are prepared to stand with me and take back what belongs to Rohan. We didn't solve the who's the traitor in Osserly quest. Or rather, like, we got lots of evidence and then just gave it up. This day we shall assault the Dunlendings at Torsbury and reclaim the town. Yeah, I'll aid you. This is gonna be gruesome. Alright, let's get it over.
Thane Tordag of Torsbury, determined to reclaim his town from the Dunlending invaders, has joined with Dudsig of Osserly to march upon his ruined village.
Okay. Oh, the sign of Torsbury is a ruin. Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
What brings you to these lands?
The wild men have allied themselves with foul creatures in the service of the enemy. I do not believe there is any good in them if ever there was. Let us put these dogs down. I have to protect... Like, Dudsig can't be defeated? Are you sure? For Torsbury and the Broadacres. Oh dear. Come on, Torfrith, let's try to keep your dad alive. It's not a very charitable view. Dude, I'm following the evidence. Wow, look at that. He just, like, jumped in all by himself there. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Let's hope that none of them get killed. Even though he's, like, charging all off on his own. Hey, would you knock it off, please? Whoa! Hey, come on. That's rude. So how does this work? I just do this and it heals me? Wow, look at that. Who's that guy fighting? Frithmund. It's over here, man. Seriously. Yourself another one? Oh yeah, there he is. Or even am I? Okay. Ah yeah, it's going perfectly well so far, everybody. Frithmund though, he's busy. Don't bother Frithmund. Just stay out of his way. Alright, I'll take out the archers over here. Person throwing axes must be discouraged. Okay, is that Frithmund again? Yeah, oh good. He came up here and decided to wave his axe wildly around, at least in the vague vicinity of the enemy. Not exactly at the enemy. Okay. Tordag is suffering, but healing, fortunately. Okay, all right. So we're all coming along in the same direction, right? Oh, good. Just making sure everyone is the whole. You know, we're not splitting the party here. Oh yeah, hang on. I'm with the axe swinger over here. Okay. So, this is going perfectly well. What could go wrong? Only treachery in our ranks could possibly stop this counter-assault from succeeding. Hey, what's in there? Was I supposed to burn things? Or did I just miss a quest when I was in here before? Okay, that's really annoying. Because, first of all, that's not how spears work, okay? Like, spears do not make you fly up in the air. Like, if he's stabbing me underneath with my... Why can I not target that dude? Then the result would not be me flying through the air. That's not, in fact, what would happen. Okay, great. We've reached the heart of Torsbury. Victory! No, guys, come back. Guys, stick together. Where'd you go? Come on. Foul orc, I swear I shall bring my vengeance upon your master. Do you think I fear you, Tordag of Torsbury? You strawheads should learn to keep your houses in order. You have walked into the trap my white-skinned friends laid for you. Now you shall perish. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Stabbed in the back. Was that Frithmond who did that? It totally was. Defeat Bartob and his minions. Okay, I think this dude is a minion, and I think it's time for him to go down. Well, Tordag still seems to be fine, despite the fact that he's apparently been stabbed. Yes, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal is exactly right. Darn it. Oh, I see. It was still on cooldown. I thought it was not on cooldown. Hang on a second. Can I... Oh, no. It's just not going well now, is it? Completed. Okay. So, despite the fact that Bartob and his min... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, we're rallying. Hang on, I'm keen to watch. You can do it, guys. Or not. All right, here. Let me see. Maybe I can still help. Where am I? Yikes! That's right. I'm way the heck over here. All right. Let me try to charge back. Maybe I can still have an impact here. It looked like I might be able to complete that posthumously, but let's see. Let's see. Having to ride in from this far away is a little awkward. Well, in any case, looking at the time, I have time to do it again if I have to. Let's see. Let's just see if things are still in progress here. I can't get up there. Whoa! Ah! Yeah, okay. What is even happening right now? Yeah, I'm rubber banding all over the place. Guys, would you please just knock off? Is the fight against the... It's still happening? Everything seems back to normal now. Yeah, I don't see anything happening. Way down there? But we were just up here. Did it reset? Look, there's the prisoners and everything. And the torches? Yeah, I think I gotta go back to the camp. Oh, I'm in the landscape, not the instance. Okay, right. Well, I thought that was things were a little strange here. Okay, I see. I see. Right, I've got to re-enter the instance. Well, surely it's not still going to be going on when I go back, will it? Yeah, okay. All right, that's okay. It's okay, guys. We'll get him this time. I'm sure you won't die a miserable death betrayed by... So it was Frithmund all along, right? The dude that I was making fun of.
You aid the horse lords.
Okay, if it happens again, run back to camp and re-enter. Yep, I will. I will mind that next time. Okay, well, these first early skirmishes should not be too much of a problem. Oh, where am I? Facing the wrong direction is my problem. Okay. There we go. Alright, now I know what to do anyway. See, there's Frithmund. Hey, why am I on fire? Who just set me on fire? Also, what's up with these banners? And why am I burning them and why am I on fire? Can I put myself out? Stop, drop, and roll, Gryfflet. Why? Seriously? Like, who ignited me and how? And why can I not fight this guy? This is hint number one, right? Frithmund is only pretending to hit that guy with his little club. It's not even an axe, it's a club. Right, they're fist fighting. What is... Maybe if Frithmund stays down here... Oh, and now he pretends to die. Okay. Right, I'm with you. Alright, I'll keep an eye on Frithmund. Now you're not even doing anything again. I'm on to you, man. I'm on to you. Alright, you guys got that. Alright, I'm enjoying a meal here. Where's Frithmund? That's him. Up in the forefront, waving his little club around. The first thing that happens is I get launched. Okay. Hi. I see you over here throwing axes. Just to the vexation of all. Okay. Oh yeah, we still got a dude back there? You guys got it. Okay. Alright, Frithmund. I'm watching you like a hawk. Yeah, you're not fooling anyone with that, you know? Alright, here we go. And he talks about his white-skinned friends. Okay, I know this is the, oh, that's bad. There's Frithmund again. In the forefront, faking it. Yeah, he's acting pretty sus, as my kids would say, all the way through. Stop with the setting me on fire. Who even does that? Oof. Oof. Yeah, because you guys are doing fine. Yeah, could you take care of this guy? I'm keeping an eye on, what's his name over there? Frithmund. Alright, we've reached the heart of Torsbury. Strong work, guys. Okay, so there goes Tordag all by himself. And here's Frithmund. I'm following you, man. You strawheads should learn to keep your houses in order. You walked in. Now you shall perish. What? Wham! Alright, I got you, man. You are not getting away. Okay. Who's this? Oh, it's Bartub. Great. I'd do better with a weapon, I bet. Oh, enough with the disarming. And the stunning. Two can play at the stunning game. Or not. Who is shooting me? Why are all of the Rohirrim suddenly useless? Man. Okay, back to the camp. And then run in. That last battle's a hard one, because like all the Rohirrim are useless. All of a sudden. Why can I not? Oh, because I'm in combat, so I can't put on my invisibility hat. Fine. I'll just have to dodge them. Dodging mobs on the... Yikes! Except when they spawn right in front of me. Wow, that was deft there, Carry On. Okay, okay. Yeah, that last combat was really hard because all of a sudden, mostly because the NPCs are like running all over the place instead of fighting. It's pretty tricky. Let me go quick to your corpse. Yeah, no, darn it. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. All right. I will try one more time. One more time. Everything seems easy until that last fight, and then everybody scatters, leaving, like, the boss and almost all of the ads to come attacking me. That is not Gryfflet's strength right there. Yeah, I mean, Druid's Fire, if you want to do some stealth healing, this might be an instance for that, I think. It's just, there's just too much straight up combat here. Wait, this is why they recommend I do what other quest first? Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, let's do that. Can I leave the instance? I did not do that other quest first. Let me go do that quest first. I had totally forgotten about that quest. Hang on, Tordag. Let's go for reinforcements. That's even better. Oh, wait, where'd that other quest even go? Hang on a second. Stop the motion. Yeah. That's what happened. It got pushed off my tracker, and I totally forgot about it. Okay. So there's evil things that the crazy guy who knew all about Fastitocalan told me about. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Totally forgot about that quest. How could I forget about that quest? I mean, this instance is so obviously the culmination of the plot in this scene, or in this area. I should obviously want to do that anyway to complete the other landscape quests before I do that. I totally forgot about this quest. All right, so I'm supposed to... Whoop. I've seen black Huorns. I should deal with them before they become uncontrollable. Do not bring harm to the Huorns who serve the Ents. Right. Keep the good Huorns alive. Yeah, that's likely. So which one are you? You're a good guy, right? You're not a black Huorn. You look, all of you, kind of shady. But you're just labeled Huorn. So... Ah, there's a black Huorn. Okay. Yes, I know it's a little bit... See, now that a gigantic moving tree could knock me, you know, back by several yards, that's perfectly plausible. Okay. All right. Oh, 6 of those? A piece of black heartwood. It's not like in my loot, is it? No. Okay. Yikes. Lots of loot. Vibrant heartwood? No, that's just junk. Okay. Look at all these things. What do I got? What title did I get? Explorer of Broadacres, huh? Oh, because I just discovered the this last area up here. Eastern Fangorn. Okay. All right. Fine. All right. I will just continue with the Black Huorns then, I guess. In the meantime, I'm going to get to another lore question. Bill Stickers came in with a whole bunch of lore questions, so let me see over here. Okay. Wow, Bill, that's a lot. All right. I'll see what I can do. Question number 1. Do all elven swords shine when orcs are near, or just those from Gondolin? Bill Stickers, can I say your questions, though numerous, are always excellent. That's a great question. And what is this white thing? Is it a trap? Huh. No, not automatically. I wouldn't think. Though I also wouldn't think it would be like a hideously unusual effect either. It is not universal. So it's not something that happens sort of accidentally, like anything made by elves like automatically shines in the presence of orcs. What we see happening there is a clear example, an explicit example, because it's explicit actually, and there's a scene in The Hobbit which makes it explicit, in the battle at the end, in the Battle of the Five Armies. That makes explicit the fact that this is another instance, that is the blue sword thing, is another instance of the smith putting like their own thought and desires into their work, into their craftsmanship. That the reason those swords from Gondolin shine is not because it's not because anything made by elves automatically shines in the presence of orcs. It is because those swords were made in the cold hatred of the elves for the goblins. Like they are they're deliberately infusing those weapons with their sort of hatred and resentment of the goblins. And that's what is being expressed in the fire. Okay, so those are the good Huorns. I shan't kill those. Will I aggro the good Huorn if I engage a black Huorn right next to it? Best not to take the chance. Oh, good guy. Good guy. Okay. Oh, wow. It's getting awful Mirkwoody over here. Wow, yeah, they're like right next to each other. Best not to take the chance there, I think. Oh, that's another good guy. I know, what if I de-stealth and draw him off? There we go. Well, that's one way to... Well, you knocked me all the way into the Eastham net. Okay, there we go. No, I'll fight you over here, where there's no other innocent Huorns. I wouldn't want to accidentally hit a different tree. Just like I keep doing. So I've been, my son Matthias has been teaching me to play Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, mostly because he finds it hilarious. Like all the ways I find to like miss jumps and fall down pits, especially, is particularly amusing to him. But I'm just not good with console controllers. I never have been. But anyway, I keep accidentally hitting and knocking down trees when I'm in combat there, which my son finds hilarious. Okay, is it? Wait a second. Hey! It's a good guy. Stop it! I have no quarrel with you. Man, he just aggroed on me. Out of nowhere. There I was, minding my own business. Okay, good guy. Oh. Good guy and bad guy in close proximity. Yeah. Oh yeah, did you see me? Yeah, you want a piece of this, don't you? Yeah. Come on. Come on. Okay. Anyway, so sorry, Bill Sticker. So yeah, so the answer is no, they do not automatically. Not all elven things would. Only, not even all elvish weapons, not even all Gondolin elvish weapons necessarily, though it's possible that they all had this property, or at least Hobbit Gondolin, which is not the same thing as Silmarillion Gondolin. But anyway, yeah, so like it has to be, you know, the weapon has to be like deliberately infused with the, you know, the cold hatred of the elves for the orcs and all that they do. So yeah, it's not an automatic feature. It's not an automatic feature. I really like how this mechanic is actually represented or sort of retained in Lotra. Like the way that, you know, you're now, of course, what is not exactly, you know, canon is the way in which you can like retroactively, you can like retrofit your legendary weapon with different, you know, kinds of damage, like the ancient Balerian, you know, damage and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I like that stuff in principle, like in theory. Oh, finally, last one. I like that stuff in theory, but the fact that you can like change your weapon, like that you've been using, I'm going to change it from an ancient Balerian weapon to a dwarf-made weapon. Like that's just silly. You know, it either is or it isn't. Like it's about when it's forged, and I know you're reforging it all the time, but which is, you know, legit. Like, you know, Enduro gets reforged and everything, so you know it's okay. The reforging of ancient legendary weapons is obviously a thing in the Lord of the Rings, but you can't do that. You know, you can't like pretend that now the dwarves made it. You know, I mean, it just, that doesn't work. Okay, so where's stop the motion? Find evidence of the evil? I already did. There's more evidence of evil? I guess this is presumably the evidence, and I'll satisfy it when I get to the Ent. So now I just gotta find the Ent. Hang on, let's stealth myself here. No, I think it would need to be forged in. Yeah, I really do. Oh, here he is. I have found an Ent. Hi, what's your name? Blackthorn. Good to meet you.
Now, little one, I see that you have discovered the black Huorns that have crept out of the heart of the forest. These are wilder than the wildest I have ever seen. They heed not my voice and threaten harm to all who live.
I noticed that.
You wander far afield. I am called Blackthorn in the tongue of men. I have come here to see, what evils the orcs plan to bring to my corner of this forest.
Wanton hewing, I suspect.
Little hobbit, this black heartwood concerns me. No natural ailment afflicted it. I need more to study. Bring me the heartwood of the black Huorns, so that I might determine what evil has come from this wood. I just did this. Tarum, if it is as widespread as I fear, much of the forest might be ruined. Come on, man. 6 more and get 6 more hearts? I just gave you 6 hearts. Fine. Okay. Well, it'll give me a chance to answer more of Bill Sticker's questions. Okay. I've only got 15 minutes, though. Better make with killing Huorns quick. How long did the drowning of Balerion take so that everyone, or at least all the named characters, had a chance to get to safety? Well, so we don't know. We know almost nothing about the drowning of Balerion. Did it happen, like, totally after the fact? Oh, good Huorn. Other good Huorn. You know, did it happen totally after? And by the fact, I mean the battle, right? Another good Huorn. Come on. Seriously? All of them. There's one, finally. So you've got the War of Wrath, right? So at the end of the first stage, you have the War of Wrath. Morgoth is being defeated. I love it when he knocks me across the border of the region. And after the War of Wrath, Balerion is drowned. Now, we know very little about the sequencing there. It seems like we know that when the Valar came and attacked Morgoth, there were consequences, like tectonic consequences, right? And this is one of the reasons why the Valar didn't come and wipe out Morgoth more sooner. That's why that didn't happen. Because they were afraid they were gonna. Ooh, look at this! I've got a brace of them. Well, that might not go well. Didn't even see the other one. He was hiding. He was hiding in the bushes. There were like some mumak bushes over there. Can I succeed in stunning one of them? No? Well, let's just see if we can fight 2 trees straight up. Maybe we can. I'm watching my morale. Okay, there goes one. And this guy, well, you know, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it. Oh, yeah. You have no chance. Well, a twofer I don't mind as long as I can survive. Yes. Yes, I think so. Okay. Woohoo. That was bracing, as it were. Alright, you're a good Huorn. So yeah, so we don't know that. So we were, sorry, I'm so distractible today. I mean, more even than usual. Oh, wait, there's one. We are told that the Valar are loath to attack Morgoth originally because when the Valar war, it tends to do things like sink continents. And then there's the War of Wrath, and after the War of Wrath, lo and behold, half the continent is sunk, right? But there's no clear indication,
as to when and how that actually happens. Is it just like is it part of the judgment of the Valar? Is it explicitly, is it meant to be a kind of collateral damage done to the continent during the battle? I don't think that it is collateral damage. So, Bill Stickers, your question was, like, how do the good guys in the War of Wrath get out of Beleriand before it sinks? Why do we have no, narrative of, the desperate flight before the oncoming wave, right? There's no oncoming wave. There's no oncoming wave with Beleriand as there was with Numenor. Why not? And, if not, how did that happen? The impression I've always gotten, and this might not be correct, but the impression I've always gotten, because we don't get any of that narrative, that, like, in the midst of the battle or as a consequence of the battle or in the course of the battle, the land was changed and the seas come rushing in. Oh, wow, look, I hit the mother lode over here. So yeah, we don't get anything like that. And as a consequence of not getting anything like that, I've always concluded that it happened after the battle. That there was kind of like a more orderly progression, basically. And that what happened was that it was... what happened was that it was the... What am I thinking? It seems more like... Doesn't it seem almost more like a cleansing of Beleriand afterwards? Like Beleriand has been so thoroughly marred by Morgoth, right? That in the end, they just wipe it clean. They just sink it beneath the sea in order to kind of cleanse Middle-earth from Morgoth's influence after they take Morgoth prisoner. Yes, exactly, Erocheb. Tolkien does imply in Morgoth's Ring that there was a stronger than usual collection of Melkor particles woven through Beleriand that the Valar had to dissolve. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. So yes, I don't think that the drowning, my own theory, my own belief is that the drowning of Beleriand was not merely collateral damage. It wasn't just something like, they had the battle and then after the battle they look around and they're like, oops, we sank the continent. Like, I don't think that that's what happened. I think that afterwards there is a choice by the Valar to say, you know what? It's been nice, Beleriand, but Beleriand is marred beyond healing. Let's sink that beneath the sea. And they keep parts of it. They keep bits of it there in Lindon, right? Like parts of Assyrian remain. In memory of Beleriand as was. And of course, there are a couple other things like Tol Morrowind what's Amon? Which Amon is it? Amon Arab? Denethor's, the place where Denethor was killed. The elf Denethor. Yeah. Either Blackthorn.
Tarum, it is as I thought. There is sorcery in these hearts, and there is but one power near Fangorn capable of this evil. Young Saruman has much to account for. He and his Brarum have wrought great destruction in this wood. Now he shall see me positively hasty. I need your help one more time, little hobbit. If my folk knew what has happened to Rum, I am certain they would be as roused against Isengard as I am. But the Ents are few and spread too far. I need you to gather my Huorns, search the wood for acorns dropped by the Huorns, then place them at special places through the forest. That must be the white spots, the white squares. This will let the Huorns know I am in need. Okay. Exactly, Autoflagellator. The Valinor Insurance Group adjusters declare Baleriand a total loss. Exactly. Baleriand has been totaled. They just have to write it off in the end. Yep, that's exactly right. Okay, so I got to find acorns and put them in special spots. Maybe get my cloak fixed eventually. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I should stop here. I got to run. I got to make sure I leave on time today because I got to drive my kid again. And I don't want to start on the acorn quest here. So I'm between quests here, so I might as well I might as well end here. But yeah, exactly. Tol Morwen, Erokheb as well. And again, all of that seems deliberate. Like it seems like these those are other things, like the fact that these special places still remain sticking up above the sea suggests to me that this was deliberate, right? It's not just and unfortunately the ground level changed and thus, so anyway, I do think that Baleriand was deliberately sunk for that reason. All right, thanks everybody for joining me today. A little frustrating in parts of this, but I met Fastitocalan, the Fastitocalan. So that's awesome. And got to meet another Ent, and we'll finish up here. And if I can get some Entish reinforcements, then what could be a better way to resolve that instance? So thanks everybody for joining me. Don't forget, sadly, I will be away for the next 2 weeks. So Gryfflet won't be back until the first Friday of May, actually. So sorry to be away for so long. Well, not sorry. My family's going on vacation and it's going to be great fun, but I shall miss Gryfflet streaming with you. And you guys can all help me remember where I am and what I'm doing when I get back in 3 weeks from today. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next month. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.